Hello guys and welcome back to some more World of Tanks. Today I'm bringing you a replay in the T41E1. Again, I have been very much enjoying this new tank. So I've been using it a fair amount. I've got a couple more replays in it, I think. But as you can see, we're on Sunset Coast. Not a map I usually get when I'm in a light tank for some reason. So I'm taking up a position that I wouldn't normally use because I'm normally in heavies or other tanks. Usually this is quite a spot for both sides to camp. So I'm trying to spot up any of the enemy team there. But not many of my team has actually come this way. So I'm going to go try to gauge where the enemy is going to be pushing at this point. One of the enemy, as you can see, there's 3 light tanks in each team. Obviously, the tussle between the light tanks could basically means who's going to win this game. This light tank's coming for the artillery. We're going to try to finish him off. We only get the one bit of damage into him, but you know, he's dead. That's 2 light tanks down by the looks of things, in exchange for only one of ours. So at this moment in time, we're in a very good position. So we're going to push this flank. And unfortunately, the light tanks pushing there has meant our team has kind of camped. And not gone one flank. This guy's spotted up, so we're going to keep him tracked as best we can, and hopefully someone's going to actually do some damage, but no one is, so we're going to have to do the damage ourselves. As you can see, such a good tank. We set him on fire, finish him off. That took most of our... Well, obviously, as I was saying, I was trying to keep that guy tracked for our team to actually do any damage, but they just aren't really in a position to do that, so we had to do it ourselves. It take a little bit too long to reload, mainly because I had a few shells left. I thought this light tank might poke up, so we could get some shells into him, but that didn't happen. So we're almost loaded again. It's not such a bad reload, to be honest. As you can see, our light tank has died, and there's no support this side, so we are not going to push that flank on our own. There's literally no point. So we're going to come back and try to provide some view range for these guys that are just camping. Unfortunately, our teams are now equal, because our team just doesn't want to push. So I'm waiting for these guys to push in on this flank. The LTTB is up there. So he's going to be spotting our guys at the cap. And of course, this guy, we got just taking hits left and right there. And artillery is now trying to go for me. So, and our team just not seeming to notice these guys coming at them, so we pull back, try to get unspotted. This light tank is coming in, crazy dude, so we're going to see if we can get some shots on him. He's going to try to come in on these TDs and artillery, but we've scared him off a bit. We've got a medium coming in as well. That TD that hit us for quite a lot of health, but it's back there somewhere, and we got this this tier 6 medium who took a fair few hits. Gonna try to take care of this light tank, and we do. Artillery again looking at us, so we go for a reload, we get out of dodge. Hopefully our TDs can take care of those mediums there, but honestly I don't think these guys are up to much. So we're going to come back. We've got this guy coming back, so he might be decent. He can see what's going on. We're going to go up the side, get some easy pens. Yeah, and he's got too much to handle, that guy. I'm going to try to get out of there because we're getting aimed at by someone. See if it just poking around this corner, seeing if there's anybody there. There's not, so we go for a reload. Like I said, it is a fairly long reload, but for the clip size you actually get, it's pretty damn good, to be honest. And we get spotted, aimed at, artillery looking at me again straight away, trying to see who's actually doing some spotting me up. I don't know who's spotting me up. That must be the medium somewhere. Artillery again going for me. So we're just going to try to keep moving. Basically, if there's no one along this flank, we're going to probably go up and try to kill artillery and come up behind these enemy tanks that's on the K line. Now, if I was artillery, I would expect this move I'm doing right now. So if I was artillery, I would be going down the K line with my allies. But we'll see, right? You can never guarantee what the enemy's going to be doing. You can just hazard a guess. And that's why some of the rubbish players can be actually the harder guys to play against, because obviously you're just thinking, right, in my position I would definitely not be going in a straight line right now, because that would be obvious. And then obviously a new player, that's exactly what a new player would do. He spotted me. It's a bit unfortunate. Bounced our first round. We're just going to be able to out traverse this guy completely, so but he's going to get up behind a rock, so he's done the good thing. So I couldn't finish him off quite. So we're going to just go around for another attack. Again, we're still spotted. He's coming up this way by the looks of things. And yeah, we're not in a good position really, but we've got plenty of shells in the clip. He misses his shot, or well, hits one of his shots. Takes us down a bit of health, but you know, nothing too bad. That's when I realised my crew's injured. We've got 3,500. We're in the cap. Hopefully that might get one of them or two of the tanks to come back. And it's 3-on-3 right now. So maybe I was thinking maybe we should just sit in the cap. But I was thinking they've got to be, one of them's got to be coming back in this direction, right, to defend the cap. Again, you can't rely on these enemy teams to do what you would do. One of them gets in the cap, which is not good news. We're sticking in a whole new clip in, just because we need as many shells as we can. A tier 8, that very good tier 8 TD is coming up there. We want to try to take this guy out and get spotted as soon as we fire. Not good. He's trying to get a shot on me. As soon as his gun's aimed in my direction, I leg it. Yeah, there we go. Finish him off. We have they have stopped the capping, which is great. There's 2-on-2 right now. We are not in the best health. Someone is firing at me from somewhere. We're looking for the other tank. We're going to try to take care of this medium. Once that medium is out, we will have the view range on this guy, so we should be able to win. Not sure where he is though. I haven't seen him for ages. Seeing there he is. He's up on this hill. Looks like he's not even paying attention to me. He looks like he's going for the TD. Luckily the TD takes care of him. Now, things are still a little bit dangerous. The guy I'm with is only a tier 6. he could potentially be taken out with a HE round in one go against his tier 8. So I'm just going to try to spot him up, is pretty much what I'm going to do. See if I can get my teammate to help me. Distract him, if nothing else. As you can see, we've got over 4,000 damage and 4 kills. That isn't too bad. He was on this hill. I'm guessing he has fallen back from this position. And we're trying to get our view ranger out. And unfortunately, he's just not around here right now. Maybe he's gone back to the cap. It's hard to know, right? He could be trying to get into a good position for defending the cap. Or just a random position where he thinks he's got got the advantage. So we're going to just go up the side of the map here. Our teammate is pretty much just camping at our base, which is absolutely fine. Looks like he's decided that defending the base might be a good idea. He's going to get outspotted by the enemy if he moves. We're just looking for this guy, and we don't know where he's gone. Now, if I was him, I definitely would have not gone into the middle of the map. But who knows how this guy's playing. There he is. He has come back to defend the map. And of course, he's got the big gun, so he fired HE or heat, and it's absorbed into my track, giving me time to finish him off. So just under 5,000 combined, and the old 5 kills. And one of their guys had a very good game as well. I got a high caliber in the first class, and yeah, the other guy got 5,300 combined, which is pretty good, right? Right, next game is into Tiger 1 A18. This is the auto-loading Tiger. I really enjoy this tank, but its reload is insanely good, but obviously each shot does not do very much damage at all. So you've got to put out a lot of shots to get a decent amount of damage. Sorry about that. Yeah, and you can see this thing carries a lot of rounds, so you will not be running out very quickly. As you can see, there's 2 artillery, and I'm in a heavy, so that's probably not a good sign of a good game, to be fair. Normally, this light tank spots me up. I think in the first part of this game, the reload is so quick on this thing. It's like I fire one shot, it misses, I'll just reload the whole clip. So we're going to go up on this hill. When it comes to this kind of tank, I usually I go either way. At the beginning of this map, for some reason, my aim is very off the shelf. Maybe the shell velocity is just takes me a while to actually figure out how much I have to lead my shots to actually get them on target. Just really bad. I don't know if it's to do with lag or what. He bounces again, which is great. I'm getting a little bit frustrated by the fact that my shots are not actually hitting anything. This thing reloads a whole clip. Takes a shorter time to load my whole clip in than most tanks do to get one into the chamber. See if we can get a shot off, and we can, but of course we take one in return, and we only actually do one damaging shot. So that is a real pain in the behind, but we managed to get another shot. We're going to just rock backwards and forwards here. We get all 3 of those shots in. Almost finish a tank off. But not quite. Just see the top of this guy. Luckily, the artillery hasn't gone for us so far this game. In all honesty, you could probably replace food on this tank with something else. Maybe fuel to get your tank into. We're pulling back. Probably should have just turned around because it's so slow in reverse. But how this guy got there without us actually noticing him, I don't know. Managed to put all our shells into the back of him because he was not concentrating on us. And there we go. We're only 1 tank behind now. Our medium has gone in, so we should be okay to actually push right now. But we're going to reload, and then we're going to turn around right now because it looks like the majority of the enemy are coming down the JK line, and they're making pretty good progress. So we're going to turn around and try to defend our base. Now this is kind of my technique for most maps anyway. Try to push the most advantageous flank for us, and then I usually then fall back to defend the other flank, which is probably going to be lost to the enemy, who are then going to try to cross out into the open to get to our flag or to come round behind us, which obviously they will have to take some shots from me as I am pulling back here to defend our flank. Then it looks like there's an enemy tank that's pushing our guy, and of course we are going to bounce most of these shots here. So we put in the premium, we reload with food. He's pulling back, so he took some hits, and then we go landed all 3 of those shots. We take our reticle off so he doesn't know we're aiming at him, and we put in a lot of shots there, and he is got pretty annoyed because he is looking at us, but we bounce every single one. Even though we got premium loaded, we bounce every shot there, and we take a speculative shot because there's literally no harm in doing so, because we reload so quickly. And that is a good thing about having this kind of quick reloading tank is you can just take loads of blind shots, just because it doesn't hurt you to do so. Now we are losing quite badly now. He gets spotted again. We're going to put as many shots into him as we can, and we've managed to finish him off. So that's 1 danger out of the game. Now obviously we're keeping the premium in now, because if we want to win this game, we've got to make sure every shot counts, because well, it's not going very well for us. And there we go, put all 3 shots into that guy. Bounced, unfortunately. Penetration is a bit of a problem, and he manages to duck down just before we finish him off, which is quite unfortunate. As you can see, we have put a lot of shots in, but we've only just got over 2,000 damage, showing you how low the alpha is on these shells. We've got 2 artillery behind me, got a light tank in front of us, and that is all our allies, and that light tank is probably going to die at some point because he's sitting at the very corner of the map there, where the enemy was coming from. He's providing a good amount of view range for us. He is spotting these tanks up before they can spot me, which is good. But as you can see, there is 2 mediums on the enemy team. Now again, we set him on fire. He's going to finish off our light tank, maybe. Yeah, looks like our light tank is going to go down. Yeah, there he goes. A TD or something shot him there. So we got a medium in front of us who is a tier 6, but he's still going to probably outspot us. So we do have to be careful. But there's not much else we can do other than sit in this position, right? We can spot as soon as they come over the rail lines, pretty much, for our artillery. And then if we get outspotted, we can pull back behind this little ridge, and then just hope the enemy haven't got any of their tanks near their base. We spotted him up. He spotted me. Unfortunately, he ducks into behind cover. Unfortunately, we are spotted, and then artillery gets taken out. So that is not good. We are 6 versus 1 right now. We're putting in the premium rounds. We're trying to dodge these oncoming. We get 1 shell in, bounce the 3rd. We really needed those shots to land. Really did. Artillery is coming in heavy now. Doesn't look good for us, right? Really doesn't. Trying to just get 1 shot to pen, and we finish them off. Yes, finally. But unfortunately, we're taking a good old beating from the artillery. We're going to pull back, and we get set on fire. Of course we do. Of course we do. Even though we got preventative maintenance, and there comes the enemy tank. So we didn't win that one, guys, but it was a pretty good game for us anyway, as you can see from the results. Anyway, if you did like the video, guys, give it a like and a subscribe, because I'll be bringing you more videos like this soon. Bye, guys.